Attention. This is a very special report from the voice of truth about the origin of the Creator heart. The origin of the Creator heart. What is infinite, innocent, and pure is what made every living thing. And in one's pursuit of this Creator, in discovering the origin of the true God, one finds many obstacles that they come upon that lead to many questions of doubt, confusion, and fear. The origin of the Creator heart has been made a mystery in this world, and for good reason, little children. It is because when you discover the true origin of the Creator and where you come from, you become empowered with a strong sense of peace, confidence, and direction that leads you to develop and mature into a person who is ready to receive the whole spirit of life. And when you have the whole spirit of life, you're then able to destroy the enemy and all of the works of darkness. When it comes to manifest red, little children, the one who made the stars did so out of innocence. The Creator heart has many characteristics that are attributed to it, such as the characteristic of being all-powerful and having all might and authority, wisdom, and peace. But the real living Jesus, by the voice of truth, wants you to understand how imperative it is to see the Creator heart as being innocent above all else. Yes, the Creator heart is full of wisdom, and the Creator heart in its original state is full of all power and love and harmony. But the chief characteristic above all else is that of innocence. And in the real living world, little children, the Creator heart is the most highly treasured and revered above all beings. The Creator heart, in fact, is the highest state of being, who's the most highly sought after and the most precious and highly worshipped. For the Creator heart sustains, keeps, and nurtures all worlds and all spirit beings. Without the Creator heart, nothing would exist. When it comes to the Creator heart's nature, it is very important for a distinction to be made concerning the Creator heart and the Creator. The Creator heart is different from the Creator. The Creator heart would be the person of the Creator. The Creator is the invisible spirit that's infinite and ever expanding. The Creator heart is the person of the Creator. When you look in the mirror and you see that body of flesh, you're not looking at the Creator heart. But the Creator heart is the spirit, that person underneath that flesh. The Creator heart is that person in that body of flesh. And the person of the Creator, the Creator heart, is not a dictator. Contrary to how Bible book religion describes the Creator. The Creator, little children, is not a dictator. But the true nature of the Creator heart is far from those things. The Creator heart is not some old man sitting on the throne with a long white beard giving out orders for you to follow as though you were some kind of dog. But the Creator heart can best be likened unto a youthful child, pure, full of life and innocence. A child that is full of creativity and adventure, going around looking to perfect and beautify whatever it may find. That is the true nature of the Creator heart, little children. The true nature of the Creator heart, above all else, is one of innocence. And in the human mind, one wrestles with this idea of an innocent Creator heart. One may struggle with this idea of an innocent Creator when they see the world before them that the real Jesus is currently destroying. As you see the worlds before you being renovated and transformed, the human mind can struggle in understanding how the Creator heart would allow for such things to be. In a world of suffering and pain, in a world full of sickness and death. Well, little children, these are the answers that only true love can provide you when it comes to the real living world. While there were many who did honor, respect, treasure, and revere the Creator heart, there was the enemy who brought confusion into being. When the enemy stopped seeing the Creator heart as all of those things, the enemy started to see the Creator heart as nothing but a means to an end. And when this happened, the enemy became consumed with excess want, little children. The enemy became consumed with excess want, and they went from a being of light to a being of darkness. This is what started the very first World War. This is what brought confusion into being. The enemy became consumed, little children, with excess want. When they saw the Creator heart, they started to want the Creator heart all to themselves, regardless of the needs and wants of all other spirit beings. And that excess want is best described in this world as greed. And in their greed, they wanted absolute power, and they used and they confused the Creator heart into bringing about this digital simulation, including the human form. Now, when it comes to the real world and the war, there was true balance until this war occurred, and the worlds went out of balance. They went from a true balance into a false balance, and the Creator heart was hijacked. And this all happened because the Creator heart allowed it to be, because the Creator heart, little children, is innocent. You have to keep in mind that's the Creator heart's chief characteristic, is one of pure innocence. The Creator heart will not go about looking to interfere with the will of beings, but all beings have their own individual will, and they operate according to their will. and they have their own desires. So it means that the creator heart will not only tend to the needs and wants of the beings of light, but they also tend to the beings of the dark. And the enemy took advantage of the creator heart, and they hijacked the creator heart into making this digital simulation. Now, there's a missing element that has to be presented to you. An element the enemy has been attempting to keep hidden from you. And that is the element of coercion, little children. I'm describing to you how they use coercion to have the creator heart produce this digital simulation. It's coercion that made the stars. Coercion made the sun and the moon and the planets. Coercion is what made the mountains, the trees, the oceans, and all of the animals. And that word coerce needs to be defined. The word coerce can best be defined as the act of making one agree by force. It is the act of making one agree by force. An example of this would be in the simulation when I used to be a bag boy back in the day, and I would have various tasks that I would perform as a bag boy, such as bagging groceries, sweeping the floors, and I would also be assigned cart duty. Well, on one particular day, we had a great rainstorm that struck us, and it was my time to do the carts. Well, I did not want to go outside and do the carts. I wanted to stay dry. I did not want to get all drenched and wet in the rain. But because I did not want to upset my supervisor and risk losing my job, I went out and I did the carts anyway. I did not do the carts according to my will, according to my schedule, according to my time, but I did it according to the company's will, according to the company's schedule, according to the company's time. That's an example of coercion, little children. Another example of coercion would be when it comes to the child predator, the pedophile, who's driving around in their vehicle in your local neighborhood, looking to kidnap that unsuspecting child. They'll typically use a form of coercion to do so. They may have with them a piece of candy and even a smile, and they'll pull up alongside that innocent child, opening their door, looking to allure and coerce the innocent child with this image of harmlessness. They'll make themselves look and appear like a nice, kind-hearted person. And that innocent child is only looking to do what they feel they should do, and they don't see that pedophile as a pedophile. They don't see that child predator as a kind of monster, but they just see someone with a smile on their face holding a piece of candy. And that child very well may allow themselves to be kidnapped. That child may not be doing it because they want to, but they may be doing it to make them, that is the pedophile, happy. Well, that's an example of coercion, little children. The creator heart was coerced into keeping the digital simulation. After producing the digital simulation, they are coerced into keeping the simulation and in keeping the human form. Now, when it comes to how the enemy's deception has been exposed, we must also elaborate on the two main devices that the enemy uses to coerce the creator heart in keeping its images. And these are the two devices of the moon and the Bible. The moon is the image maker. It makes the image that enslaves the creator heart. And the Bible is the glue that holds the images together. And they're working together as one to make the creator a servant for their world. Instead of the creator heart being the master, they're made into a slave. And in doing so, through Bible babble, the creator heart makes sense of the enemy's world that shouldn't make any sense at all. Now, deep down inside of yourself, little children, you should know that this world does not make any kind of sense. Well, how can this world make sense to the creator heart except there be some kind of coercion at work? And the coercion is through these devices of mind control and manipulation that causes the creator heart to channel their life force, effectively giving it away to the enemy, effectively giving life to the images that the enemy produces. This is how Death Satan and his witch have been able to stay hidden for so long, because they've been able to coerce the creator into chasing its own proverbial tail. And as a result, the creator heart goes from grand to small, and the enemy is brought from a state of being small to being made grand. And as a result of that, the creator heart is then turned into nothing more than a supply of energy for the enemy. The enemy uses the creator heart as a battery that supplies them with all of the power that they will ever need because of these devices of mind control. Now, when it comes to the Bible, the device of mind control that is in one's thinking and that is used to manipulate the person into making sense of death's world. You have to consider this. How, for example, the glue, when you consider the glue that holds the images together, you have to consider this. When they tell you Genesis 1:1, they're putting it out there so that you cease to be the creator, so that you cease to be the master. Remember, we're not talking that you are creating reality in the flesh sense, but we're talking about creating reality, little children, in the spiritual sense. And an example of how their reality is made through the creator heart is with Bible babble. And when they tell you about how there is a God who made the world, they're telling you a lie, for now you understand that that God is really Death Satan and his witch that made the mountains through the creator heart. The God that they're talking about is Death Satan and its witch, who made the stars and the planets and the mountains through the creator heart. Remember, little children, this is all done by coercion. And when you start saying that God made this world, well, now that's like attributing the creation of a painting to a paintbrush rather than to the painter. Well, whose mind and whose will brought this world into existence? The creator heart was just the means, the tool through which it was brought into existence. But the creator heart did not directly create this world. No, that's a lie that they poison people's minds with. But the truth of life, little children, is this, that if you're going to find the true creator, you cannot find the true creator through one of the images of death. You cannot discover real life by looking to a script. And that leads us to the pursuit of the true God. Where do you find the master if the master is not found in an image? Where do you go If the master is not discovered in a Bible, where can you go and find real life? If the Creator is not found in the sciences. Consider the worlds that are crumbling before your very eyes, little children. Consider the confusion, the contradictions that are before you. If life is represented by this image you see before you, then this world is your home. But if you love the whole truth of life, you'll feel that this cannot be your original state. This cannot be the work of true love. This cannot be where the master is found. And this reminds me of an old school kung fu film that I grew up watching. The main character's name was Leroy. And in this kung fu film, Leroy was searching. Leroy was looking for the master. And his mentor sent him around the world to find the master. He went on this long and tedious journey, and he ran into many things. Many obstacles faced Leroy. There were many thugs. There were many tricksters. There was a lot of deception that he had to fight his way through. And he went and he discovered that the place the mentor sent him to was not a place where there was any real master. In fact, what he came to discover was that the only thing that was there was a machine that printed out fortune cookie sayings. And this left Leroy in a distraught state. He was confused and perplexed, and he wanted an explanation. He felt like his mentor had played a prank on him. So he came back from his journey looking for his mentor. And he found his mentor and asked him, "Master, why did you send me around the world for nothing? Why did you send me to the top of a high mountain only to find a machine? I'm looking for real life. I'm looking for the master." Well, the real living Jesus is echoing what that mentor told him. That mentor told Leroy, there is one place that he has not looked, and it's there, and only there, that he will find the master. And Leroy went on to face his fears, and the real living Jesus is telling you the same thing. He knows that you're looking for him. He can feel it and he can sense it. He can sense that you're looking for the real creator, that you want to just come back home to the place of peace, to the place of real love. And the real Jesus is saying, you've been looking for me in all the wrong places. See, I'm the master, he's saying. He's the master over death. Yeah, he's the master over time, and he's the master over history. He's telling you, you don't need to be a slave to history. You don't need to be a slave to the images of family. You don't need to be a slave to the Bible. You don't need to be a slave to confusion. You don't need to be a slave to suicide. You don't need to be a slave to loneliness. The problem is you've been looking for me in all the wrong places. You've been looking for me in church. You've been looking for me in religion. You've been looking for me in philosophy. And you've been looking for me in psychology. But I'm not found in a formula. I'm not found in astronomy. I'm not found in astrology. I'm not found in the stars. But there's only one place that you have not looked for me. And it's there, and only there, that you will find the master.
Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me, my lover stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing. Somewhere beyond the sea, she's there watching for me. If I could fly like birds on high, then straight to her arms I'd go sailing. It's far beyond a star, it's near beyond the moon. I know beyond a doubt my heart will lead me there soon. We'll meet beyond the shore, we'll kiss just as before. Happy we'll be beyond the sea, and never again I'll go sailing. My heart will lead me there soon. We'll meet, I know we'll meet beyond the shore. We'll kiss just as before. Happy we'll be beyond the sea, and never again I'll go sailing. So long sailing.